Commander Nancy Chen stood at the viewport of the UES Retribution, her reflection ghost-like against the star-studded void. Her jaw was set in a hard line, eyes dark with a fury that burned colder than the vacuum of space. Behind her, the bridge crew worked in silence, their usual chatter replaced by a grim determination that permeated every deck of the warship. "Ma'am, we're approaching the Zalthic homeworld," reported Lieutenant Parker Davidson from the tactical station. His voice was steady, professional, but Nancy heard the tremor beneath the same rage that coursed through her own veins. 3 months ago, the Zalthic Empire had deemed humanity a pest species requiring extermination. They had bypassed Earth's orbital defenses and struck at the colony schools on Mars. 2,000 children, gone in an instant of plasma fire and collapsing domes. The Galactic Council had offered their condolences. Empty words, meaningless platitudes. They cited the prime directive of non-interference and recommended humanity accept the loss and withdraw from contested space. They didn't understand humanity at all. Nancy turned from the viewport. "Status of the fleet. All ships reporting ready, Commander," Parker replied. 300 vessels holding formation. "The Zalthic defense grid is activating." But he paused, a ghost of a smile touching his lips. "They're configured for conventional warfare." "Good." Nancy moved to the center of the bridge, her command chair a throne of vengeance. "They're about to learn why humans don't fight fair for millennia." The galaxy had waged war according to established protocols. Battles occurred in designated zones. Civilian targets were off-limits. Honor and glory were paramount. The Zalthic had followed these rules for generations, becoming one of the galaxy's premier military powers. But humanity had learned warfare in a different school, Earth's blood-soaked history, where survival meant adapting, where victory required innovation, where honor was a luxury the desperate couldn't afford. "Initiate Protocol Phantom," Nancy ordered. Across the fleet, human ships activated technology the Galactic Council didn't know existed. Cloaking devices reverse-engineered from crashed alien scouts, quantum scramblers that made targeting systems useless, and weapons, the weapons humanity had devised in its rage. The Zalthic fired first, massive energy beams that should have vaporized the human fleet. Instead, they struck empty space. The human ships had already moved, dancing between the shots with precision no other species could match. Humanity's neural implants and split-second reflexes, products of centuries of military augmentation, gave them an edge no alien race possessed. Parker's fingers flew across his console. "Firing solution locked. All ships ready. Target their command carriers," Nancy said. "Let's cut off the head." What followed wasn't a battle, it was a demonstration. Human missiles didn't just explode. They released swarms of nanobots that consumed Zalthic hulls from the inside out. Railgun rounds traveled at relativistic speeds, punching through shields that could withstand conventional plasma. And when Zalthic fighters scrambled to engage, they found themselves outmaneuvered by human pilots who thought faster, reacted quicker, and fought with the desperation of a species that had clawed its way to the top of Earth's food chain through sheer, bloody-minded persistence. "Their flagship is hailing us," the communications officer reported. "Put them through." The holographic display flickered to life, revealing High Commander Zalkrith, his four eyes wide with something the Zalthic rarely experienced, fear. "Commander Chen," he began, his translator rendering his chittering speech into flat English. "We invoked the Galactic Articles of Surrender. Cease your attack immediately." Nancy leaned forward. "You want mercy? You want the protection of galactic law?" Her voice was ice. "You killed our children. You thought we'd run. You thought we'd accept your justice." She smiled, but there was no warmth in it. "You've never fought humans before, have you?" "We didn't understand." "No, you didn't." Parker pulled up holographic data, broadcasting it to the Zalthic flagship. "See these? Every human warship in the fleet. Notice anything?" Zalkrith's mandibles trembled as he studied the information. Each ship bore the names of children. The UES Sarah Martinez, the UES Tommy Nakamura, the UES Little Warriors. 300 ships, 2,000 names. Every vessel, Nancy continued, carries the name of a child you murdered. Every crew member volunteers to serve on these ships. Do you know why? Zalkrith said nothing. Because humans remember. We don't forgive. And when you threaten our young, you don't meet the humanity that explores, that builds, that creates. You meet the humanity that survived ice ages and plagues, that conquered a world red in tooth and claw, that turned our entire history into a lesson in how to kill more efficiently than anything evolution ever produced. Nancy stood, her frame small compared to the towering Zalthic, but in that moment, she seemed to fill the entire viewport. Here are our terms. Your military is disbanded. Your colonies are forfeit. You will rebuild Mars with your own hands, and you will erect a monument to every child you killed. You will teach your offspring about the day the Zalthic Empire learned that humanity's children are the most protected beings in this galaxy. The Council will never. The Council, Parker interrupted, pulling up another display, is currently watching this transmission, as is every species in known space. We made sure of it. Nancy nodded. Let this be a lesson to the galaxy. Humans can be your greatest allies or your worst nightmare. We are capable of extraordinary kindness and unimaginable cruelty. Which one you get depends entirely on how you treat us and especially how you treat our children. She gestured, and Parker cut the transmission. Mum, we're receiving messages from 17 different species, the communications officer reported. They're offering alliances, military pacts. One is offering to help us rebuild Mars. Nancy returned to her viewport, watching as the Zalthic fleet powered down its weapons. In the distance, she could see the other human ships holding position. A wolf pack that had made its kill. Parker joined her at the viewport. The galaxy will fear us now. Good, Nancy replied. Fear keeps children safe. Fear prevents tragedies. They wanted to see the other side of humanity. She touched the transparent aluminum, her reflection staring back with eyes that had seen too much. Now they have. The UES Retribution turned, leading humanity's fleet back toward the Sol system. Behind them, the Zalthic Empire began its long fall from grace, a cautionary tale that would echo through the galaxy for generations. Humanity had shown its teeth, and the galaxy would never forget. The end.